Well, hi, and thank you for signing up with Inside Tracks. Whether you signed up for the starter pack or the complete pack, I'll now take you through how System 200 works step by step. So step one is fairly clear, and you only have to do this once, is to sign up to an online exchange, which is Betfair for us. So you can do this by clicking on the icon, this icon here, which you'll find under step one on our website, and you'll find that this takes you through to get the special offer that we have with Betfair, which is the 0% commission on up to £500. So clicking on that will take you through to this page. So we get no commission on the first £500 worth of winnings, which will help you as we go through the process. So it says open your account using this promo code, but what you'll find is when you click on join now, which it will do in a second, then it starts the registration process for you. So there's two parts of the registration process, the sign up part and the add funds. So sign up part is your details. You'll see that the promo code has already been put in and you're in UK sterling, etc. So sign up to that and basically deposit £100 in your Betfair account, which will take care of any lay bets that you need to make during the system. It's not up for grabs. It is just the way the system works and will be perfectly safe. So what I'll do is I'll pause now and I'll come back in a moment. So you will have now joined Betfair. You'll have your Betfair account set up with £100 in it. The next step is to sign up to your first sports betting site, which we've chosen to be William Hill. It's a good deal at the moment on William Hill. Bet £10 and get £30 in free bets, credited as 3 times £10 bets. Very generous offer, 3 times your stake, your qualifying bet, which is a good deal. And you can see also down here the brief terms and conditions, which we've also given you on the site, minimum odds and the expiry, the amount of expiry on the bets, free bets, etc. So be aware of those, but you should have had them on the site already. So this one we've given you, whether you're a starter or a complete pack signer-upper. So this is your first sports site, and it's William Hill. So we want to join. So we click join, and it will take us through to the sign-up process. It's very, very simple. And one of the reasons we take this one is because this is one of the simplest sign-up processes we've got. So we've had the promo code C30 has already been applied. Make sure that is the case. If you go through the links on our site, it will be. Sign up and deposit £10 into your account. And so go through that process and come back to the video in a second. Okay, so we've now done 2 steps. We've signed up for our Betfair account and deposited £100 in that. We've signed up for William Hill and deposited £10 in that site. So the next step is to do your qualifying bet. Remember, it says bet £10, get £30 in free bets. Well, what we want to do is to bet the £10 in William Hill, and we also want to, at certain odds, and we also want to lay that same horse on Betfair so that we can actually have exactly the same amount of money at exactly the same odds, and therefore wind up with a bet that we lose absolutely no money on, and it tells William Hill that we've qualified, and they'll get our £30 free bet. So go to your this is your newsletter, and under the section horses to use in System 200, we're looking for the qualifier component. Now we're looking for a race that is at least half an hour ahead. So as you can see on my timings, I'm 1:43, so I don't really want anything before 2:15. So let me have a quick look on here, and let's say we were going to go then for the 3:30. Okay, so we're going for the 3:30 race. Actually, unfortunately, you probably wouldn't go for that because we know that the minimum odds that William Hill offer is 1.5. So we'd have to look for the next one, which would be 430, 1.53. So, all right, let's just say that's fine by us. We are going for Festival of Ages in the at 1.53 in the Kempton 430. So that's how you do it. You look at the time you're at, and you look at your qualifying horses for the day, that day, and you'll be looking about half an hour to an hour ahead, and you'll be looking for the race that we recommend and the horse that we recommend. So I'll put it on hold and I'll show you a real example. I'll bring that up in just a second. Okay, so we've got our Betfair account up, which we've put £100 in. We've got our William Hill account up here, and we found a race off our newsletter. Let's just say this is the race that we found, where we've got a horse Sporting Press that we want to try and match odds on. Now, we can see in Betfair Sporting Press, you could back it at 1.95 and you can lay it at 1.99. So what we're looking to try and do is to get that odds there, 1.99, 1.98, in line with what is being offered on William Hill. Well, of course, you can see that the odds here are 5 to 6. So we don't want that. We don't want to have the fractional odds. So we go up here to odds format. We tell you where the odds format changer is on all of our sites that we choose, and we put in decimal. So we now change it to decimals. Okay. So now is it much easier to match, because we can say there's 1.83. The previous odds were 1.91. The odds on Betfair are 1.99, 1.95. And we're looking at this one particularly because that's the lay odds. So we're trying to match this as backing odds, 1.83, with this on Betfair, 1.98. Now, they're quite far apart, actually. 1.83 and 1.99 is a long way apart. We're trying to get, if we can get 1.83 here, we're trying to get maybe 1.85, 1.87, maybe 1.93 as a maximum. Because for every component that we stay out, we will give up a little bit of profit to our system. So what we'll do is we'll hang on and we'll wait, because these odds do change. Now we're at 1:48, and this is a 3 o'clock race that's well over an hour away. So we've got plenty of time. So my advice is look at the odds, reckon that they are right. They are the good odds to have. They've been recommended by Inside Tracks. They're under 2, but not under 1.5. So we're in line with the terms and conditions. So all we're looking for now is, as we get close to the race starting, you can see here on Betfair, only £17,000 has so far been bet on this race. Now, normally a race would have somewhere around about 500,000 to 800,000 bet on it. So you can see that there's very little money already gone onto this race. So as we get closer to the race, so we'll find that more money comes on. So we'll find these odds start changing a bit quicker. And so we'll have the opportunity to match these odds. So I'm going to stop there. Right, okay. Well, we've chosen a different race to the one you saw before. It would be another one that we would recommend. Sits in the level of 1.5 to 2.5. You can see here we're getting 2.5 for Kalahari Queen on William Hill, and we're getting about 2.6 or so here, and it's close to the 2.52. So we could now put our £10 on here, and we could put our £10 on here, and we would have 2.5 on William Hill and 2.52 on Betfair. So that's the important thing. You can see it moves around a lot, so be careful. The closer to the actual event that you do, the more likely it is to move around. So our advice is to look all the time at a race half an hour out, and as you move in towards the race, you'll find a point where those odds can be matched, and it's your job to do so. I'll be back in a second. So just to remind you, if you've managed to do the betting right, you've managed to get 2.5 down here which would give you on your £10 £15 return. So if this particular horse wins, then your bet you would get £10 stake back plus £15. If your bet on the other side of things, if this horse loses, you would get £10. So your £10 would be you get £10 from here over to here. If you lost, you would lose £15.20. So the maximum liability you've got in this total bet is if the horse wins, you will have a 20p loss on your qualifying bet. So we've done I've shown you how to do it. You've got to be a bit careful. Things move all the time, spend their time shifting around enormous amounts. I mean, you can see already that this now is moving up 2.9. I wouldn't personally start doing betting at this point because we're just about to go in play. It's 14:12 and this race goes off at 14:10, so we're actually past the off time. So it's just about to go in play. It's not the time to do it. It moves around a hell of a lot, but because it moves around a hell of a lot, it was 2.9 a moment ago. Now it's 2.68. It could well go into 2.5 again. So it swings and roundabouts. Half an hour ahead, generally speaking, about 10 minutes ahead, you'll have a very good chance of the horse, the odds being there. Now it's gone in play, and we're going to leave it now because we've done our bet at 2.52 and 2.5. And we have a maximum liability. If the horse loses, we have no liability at all. We've got our £10 from the William Hill site onto our Betfair site, so we've lost nothing. And of course, you signed up with a 0% commission, so you absolutely lost nothing. If the horse wins, we've done it at 2.52 here, so £15.20 is what we'll lose here, but we'll gain £15 here, so we'll only be 20 pence out. So win or lose, we're pretty much dead even. That's where we want to be. Now I'll come back in a minute and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, folks, so we've done our job. We've done the qualifying bet. The horse actually did win, so we are 20 pence down at the moment on the deal. However, now's our chance. We've got £30 worth of free bets, 3 times 10 free bets from William Hill. So we're now going to change that £30 into cash. So we move to our newsletter and we look exactly the same way at a race half an hour ahead. And we look for that race to give us the potential for getting these free bets to cash. So that's what we're looking for. So we go to a race. So that's in your newsletter. Let's just go now to real life. We're at 2:19 and we've moved on to the 2:40 race. 20 minutes ahead, okay, fine. So here we are. We have horses that we want to try and match. So we're looking to our Betfair account. And we are going into the 2:40 at Exeter. And we're looking to see which one of these horses we can match, particularly in these first 3 or 4. So we have big time Frank at 5.5 here, 6.4. That's not great. 5.5 for good girl Teresa is 6.4. Not very good. Tactical maneuver is 6 versus 7. So again, we're not getting very great odds here at all. We're not getting a chance to match. So we'll probably have to hold on a bit and see how this one goes. Okay, folks, we aren't getting much luck out. That last race, we're getting very good odds. So we've gone to another race, which is the 3:10 at Exeter. And we're looking at the different horses. And we're looking at here, Shaughnessy, 3.75, 3.65. I think we'll probably get 3.7 on this one. And here we're getting 3.5. So really, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to match these up. This one's not a very great match, nearly perfect, 3.25 to 4.1. We're not having a great match on Unwin Vic because he's 4.8 and 4 on the sports site. So what we're really looking for is to try and get something that is really quite close. And this looks like it's going to be 3.7 or so versus 3.5. So let's assume that is the way it's going to go. So that's not a bad thing. 0.2 is okay. So if we can get 0.2, we'll do that. We'll wait around and see whether we can get it, and let's assume we can. So here we are, folks. We have now got our particularly useful and unique stake and return calculator, which we have sent you, which you pull up now at this point. You realize you can get Shaughnessy at 3.7. There you go. It's 3.7. So we put odds on Betfair 3.7. You've got 3.5 on the sports site, which is William Hill. So you put 3.5 in there. And we got 3 times 10 bets, so we can either put down 10 in there, yes, and that'll give you £6.76 for each £10 bet. And you can bet for all of your £3 bet tokens on this particular race, or you can use them on 3 different races. My advice is once you get a horse that you can get close at odds that you're comfortable with, that are stable, and put all three 10 bets on in a row, do it one at a time. So you do it 1 bet on William Hill, £10, and then 1 bet on Betfair, £10. Then you do another bet on William Hill, and the same again, and then the same again, so that you don't get stuffed if the odds change. So we're assuming now you've got 3.7 on Betfair, 3.5 on your sports site, and you managed to put all 3 £10 bet tokens on. Each time it will have told you to put on, let me just do that again, £6.76. So you've done that, and so we've wound up with all 30 on, and we've staked £20.27 on Betfair. Our liability if this horse wins, so the amount of money that will come out of our Betfair account into our William Hill account will be £54.73, which we have got because we lost £15.20 on the last one. So that would go into our William Hill account if it wins. If it loses, then £20.27 is our winnings. And overall, the profit, no matter whether the horse wins or loses, is £20.27 for £30 that we never owned a moment ago. And if we take off the 20p that was in our qualifying bet, then we've just made £20 profit for what you can see is extremely small amount of work. Okay, so I'm just going to summarize really for you. This is what we've done. We've started off opening a Betfair account with £100. We opened a William Hill account with £10. So we've outlaid, and we had a starting amount of £110. After qualifier, we lost the bet, so Betfair went to 84.80, but the William Hill bet won, so that went to £25. So we lost £20 on 20 pence on the deal, so it's £99.80 we have left. However, we got £30 in free bets, which we bet, and if that, I haven't actually seen whether it's won or lost or not, but let's presume that that horse wins. So our Betfair account comes down the £54.73 that we were liable to, so it comes down to £30.07. But our free bet on William Hill wins, which is another £75 into our account, which moves it to £100. Therefore, the total we have is £130.07, which, as you can see, is £20.07 above where we were. So that's fine. So that's very finished. Okay, sorry about that. Yes, no. So we have a £20 profit. I have £100 in our William Hill account and 30.07 pence, £30.07 in our Betfair account. So the next job is to withdraw the £100 from William Hill, which they'll allow us to do because there are no wagering requirements. That £100 comes straight back out into your bank account. And my advice is to put 90 of it back into your Betfair account to make that £120 or so. And then you've got your £10 stake, which you can go back in and do one of the other free bets that we provide. And we provide you with 14. So keep churning the money around, and you will find your Betfair account gets bigger and bigger as you go through. And we would assume that this figure here, which is £20.07, if you do all 14 of our free bet offers that we've chosen for you, which all follow pretty much exactly the same format, qualifying bet and a free bet to cash bet, then this figure here should be somewhere around about £250. So if you want £250, this is the way to get it.